In Airsoft, there are a number of unspoken rules between its players that are meant to hold the trust and integrity that the hobby is built upon. And when one or multiple of those rules are repeatedly broken, you get what are my least favorite videos to make on the channel. Welcome to the Wolf's Den, and to all of our new viewers, I'm excited to have you here for a type of video that I don't often focus on. Because during the game in today's video, I and many other players saw firsthand what I would call the most dangerous form of cheating a fellow Airsoft player can commit out on the field. And to make things even worse, when the situation finally seems to be under control, this game took a hard turn that ended in the worst possible way for one of our players. So if you are new to the sport, or if you're a veteran player like I am, be sure to take notes, because trust me, this video is going to show exactly what you should not do when you're out playing Airsoft. For today's game at Bing Field in Alton, Illinois, we are playing Push on their town field. In this mode, both teams fight for control over a single flag and want to push it, no pun intended, as far into enemy territory as possible. With the smaller teams out for the day, my plan off the start is to hold down the middle lane where the flag starts and move with my team once we have possession, or once we start rolling a little bit more into the round.
On the truck!
Within the first few seconds of the game, my aggressive push to this middle building has already paid off, keeping the enemy team further back and letting my team get further on the far sides. But after respawning, the middle lane is getting absolutely hammered, forcing me to change my position and my strategy. This is where our first cheater makes his appearance, although I'll let you guys decide in the comments if this first encounter is as blatant as it seems. Like I said before, this one's up to a bit more interpretation in my opinion. It definitely seems like he reacted to the two impacts after they happened, at least to me, but it's definitely not as bad as the next couple cheaters that we're going to see here in just a little bit. You guys let me know though in the comments what you think of this one.
And he's not. Hey, half full, left half full!
With these smaller gunfights, I'm slowly picking players off that would prevent our team from grabbing the flag, or at the very least keeping them pinned down for our team to move to get into better position. But just as it looks like I'm going to be able to move forward, we get our second cheater that I quite frankly see no excuse for.
Gotcha, bitch!
As I said before, I really can't see a valid excuse here. I made 5 very well-placed shots on this player, one of which even hitting his head and causing him to flinch downward from the impact, but this player just keeps running forward like an absolute Terminator. Walking back, I even had a few of my own teammates express the exact same experience I just had prior to being hit themselves, but we quickly regroup and are ready to jump back in all the same. This is where we run into our main cheater. Keep your ears open and really listen to the incoming fire my team and I experienced during the last push of this round. It's going to be important later.
Yep. I see Dougie. He's over here on this building to our 12 on the right corner. See, there's someone, there's at least 3 that I could see. Holy Lord. That drum mag doing work over there. Cooking away. Where in the hell is that coming from? Hey, that sounds spicy. It sounds like it will hurt.
For any of my newer players, what just happened may not be super obvious. But to anyone who's been in this hobby for a few years, you know exactly what the problem is. For context, the rounds you are hearing are coming from well over 50 feet away, or about 15 meters. And the sound from the impact behind me is almost as loud as a sniper platform would be from over 100 feet away. Meaning the players who are shooting towards us from that distance are most likely shooting way above the legal limits here at Bing. And to make things worse, even if they were labeled as a DMR class with a higher minimum engagement distance, they shouldn't be shooting as fast as they are per the rules in place, which I got absolutely lit up by walking back to spawn just a moment ago. If you noticed, I threw my hands up and turned towards the enemy, holding my gun way up in the air, a little frustrated looking. That was why. This, in my opinion, is one of the most dangerous rules you can break, and as you can probably tell, I am quickly running out of patience for the player doing this in particular. And unfortunately, I was able to get a very good look at precisely why this is so dangerous. After swapping over for round 2, my friend Eddie of Active Threat Airsoft got a pretty nasty hit on his forehead that left not only an immediate welt, but also a slight hole from the point of impact. I have seen some nasty injuries from hits in my time playing at Airsoft, but normally they happen from very close encounters where someone gets hit from within 20 feet or less. This happened from a hit that was well over double that distance, and I'm just glad it wasn't any worse for him. For now, this player is still in the game heading into round 2, but the ref has been informed of the situation, so we'll just have to see how things play out from here.
Watch that half low right side.
Watch your head, watch your head.
Hey, check this building and the half wall to my right.
Hey, half wall's out! Hey, another one, half wall!
Yep.
Same half wall.
Holy it's this guy right here. Did those hurt ricocheting off the wall?
Dude, he just nailed my gun.
What the How is he allowed to full auto like that?
Don't think.
As you could hear much better just a moment ago, our cheater is hammering away on his trigger, this time shooting much closer to his 50-foot limit, causing the rounds to sound even louder than they did before as they bounce off the wall directly behind me, hitting the back of my carrier. A few of those rounds even hit the backs of my arms after they bounced and left visible welts even after hitting another surface, which is something I don't think I've ever seen in my time playing Airsoft, even with high-power sniper rifles. Thankfully, the ref across from us has clearly heard and seen enough and starts making his way over to do something about this player.
What? Oh, this is
Too hard.
probably. Holy Jesus.
Yeah, he's getting turned up.
Yep, thank God.
Eddie, he's getting chronoed.
Yeah, I think he just walked back. Oh, hello. I don't know where that's coming from.
Hey, keep holding it, Eddie. Left building.
After chronoing his gun again, the ref promptly asked the player to leave, proving my suspicion that this player had been shooting way over the limit, and as a result, he was removed from the game. Thankfully before anyone got seriously hurt. And with the problem resolved, I thought that the rest of this game would go smoothly on my way back to respawn. But just as I thought the worst had passed, things got even worse for one player in particular. Just as I got back and got my cameras rolling again, a player ran ahead of me and slid across a wet section of grass and dislocated his hip. I obviously won't be showing any of that footage out of respect for the player and their privacy and their moment of pain, but myself and another player quickly ran over to them calling for a blind man, and we were able to get him off the field with the help of the ref, where they were later taken to the hospital. To my knowledge, the player is fine, but it is still not the ideal way for a game to end. And I sincerely hope that if they see this video that they're doing much better than they were at that moment. Unfortunately, that will bring today's video to a close. For some additional context I got after the game, the player that was removed from the game was apparently not alone, as a few other players he had arrived with had been causing similar issues that I didn't catch on my cameras, and their group left soon after this game. As you may know, if you've been on my channel for a while, I don't exactly care for these kinds of videos, and they're definitely not my cup of tea, if you will. And of course, I by no means want to unjustly point fingers at any players on the field, especially in my videos. But every so often I get a game on camera that can't be avoided, and this just happens to be one of them. Of course, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below, let me know what you make of the situation, and for a more positive video, I'll leave a link to my last video that was a bit more lighthearted to help bring up your spirits if you need a little bit of a lift after this video. If you enjoyed today's gameplay, be sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe for more videos coming very soon to the channel. If you'd like to support the channel further, of course, you can head over to Wolfden Apparel through the link in the description below and get some badass decal stickers or a comfy shirt. And as always, this has been Wolf, and hope to see you guys next time I hit the field. Man, it's going to be really awkward if any of the players in this video see it, but all I can say is that the scope cam doesn't lie. If it was an honest mistake, please leave a comment, but it didn't quite look like it this time.